in your opinion, how do people become insulin resistant? Why is it such a big deal? And then how do we get out of that?
Yeah, I think there are 4 factors. I think the diet is probably the most important.
Right.
A diet that is high in ultra processed foods and refined carbohydrates. I think that if people were eating more whole foods that were keeping them, that were nutritious, and certainly had cut out the sugar, then the chances are they won't develop any degree of significant insulin resistance. So I think that's the general population issue has been around that, about the fact that ultra processed foods is now more than 50% of what we consume, certainly in the UK, which is pretty extraordinary. I'm sure it's similar in the United States. So basically anything that comes out of a packet that has 5 or more ingredients, usually with preservatives or additives, and is high in, often high in sugar and starch and unhealthy oils and devoid of nutrients. Even modern bread, packaged bread, Paul. I mean, certainly I've seen in the UK, but certainly in the US, I've spent a lot of time there. People picking up bread from the, look at the ingredient list next time you go into the grocery store. And if it has 5 or more ingredients, just don't buy it. Don't buy it. So the ultra processed food, I think, is a big issue from a diet perspective. Of course, I think exercise is important, but the most important thing is to not be sedentary for long periods. So don't sit for more than 45 minutes. The terms of the data on longevity and the blue zones, etc. There are no gyms in these places. Listen, I'm obsessed with the gym. I do it because I feel good and I feel great mentally, and it's good for strength and that kind of thing. But when it comes to longevity, the simple thing from exercise is just doing a brisk form of exercise, whether it's walking or cycling or whatever, for 30 minutes a day is the best thing you can probably do. It's certainly enough. Poor sleep, not getting enough sleep, not getting at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep, that certainly impacts on insulin resistance. And related to that is stress, Paul, as well. I think that's another big issue. And of course, all of these things combined, if you're stressed, you're more likely to eat bad food, you're more likely to get poor sleep, etc. So all of this becomes a vicious cycle. So those are kind of the 4 things I would identify as being factors. Other things that haven't been measured, but certainly make sense, and I think is also, the stuff around, mental health, also related to stress, is about, social connection. Relationships, meaningful relationships, all these things are really important in reducing stress and probably have some impact on health as well.